had a group of Chads?
Yeah, I had a group of Chads, bro. I'm pretty sure one was a Chad.
A pack of Chads.
A pack of them
Ain't nothing
motherfuckers.
like a pack of Chads.
I was fucking with him all night. I told one to shut the fuck up. He was heckling.
Oh, God.
Bitch heckled one of my jokes, and I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. I told you, be quiet, motherfucker.
God damn.
It's not a joke. Telling jokes ain't a joke. You just fucked my abortion punchline up for everybody.
Ooh, man. You telling abortion jokes, Pickle?
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, that's rough right now.
No, they good. It actually, this joke started working after the Roe versus Wade.
Oh, it only started working post-Roe.
It was weird, bro. Like, it was not work right before, and when it happened, it started fucking, like, clicking. I was like, that's some weird shit, bro.
Dang.
It's so crazy, like, the change in the atmosphere, how it'll make a joke work. Whenever you've been working that bitch and it just won't hit, and then something happens in the media, and all of a sudden that bitch starts clicking.
Yeah.
With everybody, and I'm like, wow, it's a great thing.
I've had that happen a couple times. Or something will pop up, and I'm like, ooh, I can do Arnold Schwarzenegger again.
Fucking Arnold.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do some hacky shit. That's
how I get down, dude. I love the voices, dude. I like Aries Spears. I like Jay Farrow. I like people who can do impressions. Like, I don't understand why that shit isn't more popular. That shit is impressive as fuck.
I got mine. I got my impressions.
I love that shit, bro.
I like impressions. I feel like you gotta be very versatile nowadays.
I don't know why people say impressions are hacky. I'm like, that shit's fire. But like, you try to do that shit.
Some impressions, you got to be on point. Like, I do Mike Tyson, and I got a Mike Tyson impression, bro, and it leads into another impression. But I feel like that Mike Tyson impression has to be so good that when I do it in front of Mike Tyson one day, he won't knock me out.
Mike Tyson.
Like, it has to be that good.
Mike is chill now, dude. Mike is like fucking microdosing. Like, have you seen his podcast?
I love it.
He's smoking big old blunts and shit. And he's
Yeah.
just like, you know something? I had to go back and I had to prepare myself and go just really look back at what I was doing at the time in my life. And I'm like, this is an introspective motherfucker. This dude has done some
He's deep.
He's like, you got to meditate and get into your chakras. I'm like, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, talking about chakras and shit. Dude. He's biting ears back in the G, dude.
Biting, snatching them off people's head.
Back in the G, he would like knock somebody out in like 6 seconds.
Yeah, it was amazing to watch.
And then leave the ring and talk like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was the greatest. It was the greatest
I don't
thing.
know. I really don't feel that way about violence anymore. People do. That's my Michael Jackson. I'm terrible at Michael Jackson.
You're terrible at Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Pickles House, man. Today, I am very excited. I got a very, very cool influencer in our scene today. This dude has been a comic for a while. I watched him, like sharpen his skills in the comedy scene, and he's recently been getting a lot of followers on TikTok and everything. He went viral.
Yeah.
One of the comics in our scene that was able to go viral so far, and he's doing shows all around town. He's part of Mark Caesar's crew, right?
Yeah. Piss Your Pants.
The Piss Your Pants.
I got the affirmative action squad,
Yeah.
I got in there.
Yeah, you in there, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I'm in
a
there.
great crew to be a part of in New Orleans.
Yeah, they're good. They're good comedians.
Everybody,
They're all great.
welcome Kevin Little. Yeah.
How's you doing, everybody?
What's up, my brother?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Did we have the stuff we were just talking about? Is that on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's good, because that was a good intro.
Yeah, it is, bro. That's what we do. We just keep it rolling around here, man. Thanks for coming in today, bro.
Thanks for having me, Pickle. I like this setup. I feel at home.
Yeah.
We got Drew Brees in the building. We got the Saints. We got this. The only thing I don't like is this clown. You can't even see it. This clown thing is looking at me.
That's you scared of clouds, bro?
Hey, yo. Why he got Jordans on, though? No. At further inspection, they are Shaqs.
Oh, yeah, they are Shaqs.
Yeah,
they are.
totally.
He probably can't shoot a free throw either.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you coming in today. Let's talk about you for a little while, man. Put some highlights about you. Man, Kevin, where are you from
I'm
originally?
from Uptown.
You from Uptown?
Uptown, New Orleans.
Uptown New Orleans, baby,
Yeah.
and I like that because I know
Yeah.
you from Uptown.
All
Uh,
day.
a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm from New Orleans." Like when I'm at Mike's and stuff like that, I always do
And they be
crowd.
from Kenner and shit.
I mean, no, they'll be like from Wisconsin or fucking Idaho. They're like, "I'm from Louisiana." I'm like, "No, where are you born?" And they're like, "Oh, oh, oh,
Oh,
Idaho."
I know.
Okay, no, you're not from New Orleans, but you are genuinely from Louisiana, New Orleans, and I love that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
You
came
are
up.
too. You're a beast with the shit. We're
Thank you,
both from the
thank
hood
you.
too.
Yeah,
I fuck with that shit,
hell
Pickle.
yeah. The two of the blackest white guys you'll ever get to meet.
Facts.
It's gonna be a good podcast, man. Growing up in Uptown, man, how was it for you? How were you in school?
Dude, I love school.
You love school?
I'm a nerd. I was a nerd.
You were a nerd?
Yep.
Made good grades?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a academic scholarship to Loyola. I got a degree.
No shit.
Yeah. I went to Ben Franklin and then went to Lusher and shit. I went to magnet schools my whole life. And
Wow, that surprises me for some
shit. Right.
reason. Yeah.
Right. I've
Like,
been playing dumb.
yeah. Now, look, I do the same thing, bro. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
right. You gotta play dumb.
You gotta play dumb because people look at you, they're like, "Oh no," and then you start talking, and they're like,
I learned
"That was."
that from the police. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta play dumb. So you're talking to the fucking if they're trying to question you, you get arrested. We'll get to that, but yeah, because I was trapping when I was young. I mean, honestly, I was like 14. Started selling weed around then.
You started selling weed at 14?
14.
All right, before we get into that, in your elementary days, did you have any were you academically or like athletically inclined?
No, dude, I'm tall for nothing. Like I'm so uncoordinated. I'm bad at like all sports. I played soccer, and my parents wouldn't let me play football because like we didn't have health insurance.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, bro, you're gonna get injured.
Yeah.
And like basketball, I liked the most, but I just wasn't good. I could have maybe gotten good if I practiced, but I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Pokemon cards and shit like that.
Hey, bro, I like Pokemon cards,
Fat Boy
too.
Summer, son. Yeah.
Fat Boy Summer, baby.
Bro, I recently found a Spanish Blastoise card and it said Hydro Bomba.
Nice.
So like, you should know that.
Dude, I
Yeah.
got a
'Cause
booklet.
you look like a Blastoise.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm writing that down for the roast. We got the roast battle coming up, y'all.
Yeah, you want to plug anything right now?
Oh, we'll plug. I mean, that's what the main thing. I'm
Plug
gonna
your
be
TikTok,
plugging.
plug your
Yeah.
Instagram, plug everything.
Yeah. The show-wise, we got the roast battles coming up all throughout August at the Comedy House NOLA.
Every Thursday, every Sunday.
Thursday and Sunday night at 8. And then we got on September 2nd, I'm going to Picayune, and I'm doing an all-white party,
Okay.
which I thought was all white people at first. And I was like, yo, bro, that shit ain't woke. And like, but it was fun. It was like the promoter's a black guy, Rod. Shout out to Rod Deasy. He's the truth.
There he is.
He's like, no, it's everybody wears all white. You
Yeah.
might be the only white person there.
Yeah, you definitely will
And
be.
so that's what I said on the ad. He was like, shoot an ad. He gave me a little extra money to shoot an ad.
Yeah,
And so,
that's cool.
And then my mom was like, I liked you on that ad. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, I saw it on LinkedIn. I'm like, this dude is advertising.
That's
This shit
what's
is
up.
in September. It is July right now, people. He's advertising on LinkedIn 2 months in advance. He's trying to sell those
Sell them
tickets.
tickets,
yeah.
man.
That's going to be good. And then
Where's the show at?
I don't know. You got to follow my TikTok and my Instagram, The Real Kevin Little. Everything is The Real Kevin Little, social media wise. And I got some ads for it. I got that ad for it, and it's going to be popping up. It's in Picayune, Mississippi. That's what I know. I don't know exactly
Okay.
the location. It's on the flyer though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice,
gonna be
man.
lit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Joke and Brady's going to be in there. Carissa Cropper is going to be in there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good show.
Yeah, it is,
and it's
bro.
like that Mississippi discount. Like, a lot of artists go to Mississippi.
Are
And
you
like,
opening? Are you opening for
I'm
it?
like feature opening. Yeah, I'm not headlining.
Okay.
I think Brady or Carissa is headlining.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have got more money if I was headlining.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. Congratulations on
Yeah,
that. Go
yeah.
check out. Make sure you follow
Check
the
it
real
out.
Kevin Little on everything.
On everything.
On everything.
On everything I love. Playboy cousin.
Playboy cousin, man. So in school, what kind of grades did you make?
I got A's. I'm telling you, I was a nerd, and like I used to write papers for people. Like
All right.
I used to like charge like $100 to write people's papers. Like I liked school a lot. I was a nerd, and I was also a drug dealer.
Okay. You started drug dealing in school, dealing
Yeah,
drugs.
in school and like
So tell me, how did you, as a 14-year-old kid in Uptown, how did you get into selling? What did you sell?
I was just selling weed that at I was just selling.
We don't know. We're trying to
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah, I was just selling weed. That's what I got. That's what I got arrested for.
Okay.
I guess like as a kid, I can't get in trouble.
You can talk openly. You're not gonna get in trouble for anything you
Right?
did
Yeah.
in the
Well, I was
past.
selling everything. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know,
What's everything?
weed, coke, dope, fucking
A heroin?
yeah,
Ooh,
pills, ecstasies, not crack, not meth,
not crack.
Adderall.
I tried to sell crack, and it was the weirdest drug. I didn't like crackheads.
Now, all of these, I didn't really dabble in a lot. I dabbled in all of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
it was weed. I was like a weed man. I like dabbled in that shit at a young age. I was like, these people are crazy, like real crazy drug addict people.
They
here.
are.
Yeah. And I was like, nah,
It's serious down
It's
here.
very, yeah. And like, I don't know what, I have like an older brother, and like one of his friends' older brother and me became really close friends playing
Okay.
Street Fighter and working out and shit. And like,
Yeah.
I was smart. We were talking about, we like economics and shit. And so this motherfucker had buku plugs. He was going to Tulane and shit and had just plugs for everything.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I have like $500 saved up. Like, let's get to work. And it just so happened he was like a big, swole black dude.
Yeah.
And so we like partnered up, and that was like, you know,
That's what's up.
and then we, you know,
Got your
yeah,
connection.
nobody
on?
tried to rob me and shit because that was my connection and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's an uptown
How
thing.
long did you sell drugs for?
I quit. Let's see, when did I get arrested last? That was 2012,
When did you get arrested first?
2009.
2009. Play that situation out.
I was like freshman year of college. I was selling weed. I didn't have a job. I had a job for a second, and then like a hurricane came and like threatened it, and I was just like, fuck that, I'm quitting this job.
Did you still have A's in college?
Yeah. 'Cause I
Selling
had
drugs,
to-
and, selling drugs and getting A's.
Yeah, they were selling like lots of weed at Loyola and shit because they love that shit.
That's
And
what's
then,
up. Sounds like a bit to me.
Well,
Selling drugs and getting A's, bitch.
Yeah, I was getting A's. That's a good idea. Maybe I should make that a bitch. I was selling drugs and getting A's. I was like half gangster, half nerdy, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, I got caught with about like 5-ish pounds of Blue Dream.
Ooh,
They kicked my
that
door.
that first
That
Blue
shit was
Dream
defiant.
was
It was
torture.
2009, bro. That shit was like 4,000 a pound back then.
Yeah, it
bro.
was. I remember. That's what
I was charging people
slinging.
4,500, and they were like, "Thank you."
How old are you?
I'm 33.
You're 33, or I'm
Yeah.
2 years older than you.
Yeah, so you remember that shit.
I do.
But if people ask, I'm 27. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so, you know, that's when I got arrested with that shit, and the issue was, like, I didn't rat nobody out, but like they tried to like put me in this room and like try to threaten me that they were gonna send me to Angola.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were leaning on me. This motherfucker, Detective Malo, fuck that
Like, we're gonna
motherfucker.
crack this white boy.
Yeah, he was like, they're gonna rape you and all this
Oh
shit.
my God.
Oh yeah, they were saying wild shit to me, like to a little 19-year-old.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I was just, I got smart with them because
Yeah.
I like leaned in all close and I was like, check it out. Okay, I got you. His name is Tony Attorney. Yeah, and they didn't like that shit.
Yeah, no, I bet they did.
They did not like that shit.
See, I was such a criminal. Whenever they never even brought me into an interrogation room. The first time I really got arrested, like they just came to the car and they were like, "What you gonna give us?" I was like, "I'm not gonna give you anything. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm not ratting on nobody."
Oh, I thought they wanted a bribe.
No, they
I
were
would have
like,
loved to have bribed these bitches. I would have bribed the shit out of them. Like, come on, son.
New Orleans is corrupt. Yeah, like if I could have bribed them, you know,
I
but
would have
no.
bribed the shit. They should have came at me like right, like square, like Scarface. Like, come on.
It was the second time I got arrested, and that was in West Wego. And West Wego's like their own entity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they want their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got you, bitch. Like I believe they had been watching me for a little while too, and they just got sick of me, and they were like, we're pulling this bitch over today. this one cop. She was like, I'm pulling this dude over.
But now
And she got me at the right time.
yeah,
Yeah.
she got now weed's all legal and shit. I got my weed card. Shout out to that. But like,
Hey.
you know, they got soccer moms growing weed in Cali. Like they were kind of doing that
Yeah.
shit back when I got arrested, but then they really started like, that show Weeds came out and shit. And I was just like,
That was the shit.
I was like, fuck this show, bro. I was like, I gotta deal with these cops saying I'm gonna get raped and dealing with that motherfucker playing Scrabble in jail and that dude
Yeah.
trying to put me on Jewel, the album Jewel, like
No,
the singer.
hold on. Like,
Yeah.
in jail?
Yeah.
Dude.
They had a dude named Cutter with tattoos all over his face. He was from the Ninth Ward, which is a notoriously aggressive neighborhood. And he comes up to me and he's like, "What you know about Jewel?" And I'm like, "Jewel?" I'm like, "Are you talking about the singer? Like this is before
He said it
the
hard
Bates
like
came out."
that. He's like,
He was like, "Yeah, the white girl singer from the '90s. That's my favorite artist ever." And like, it was a weird moment
Yeah.
where I had to like lie to this motherfucker and be like, I'm a huge Jewel fan. And like me and him was cool as a motherfucker, and he was like singing that shit. He was like, "Dreams last for so long," and I'd be on the top bunk like, "Even after you're gone." And he'd be on the bottom. He's like, "I know you love me." And we both forgot the words from there, so we started humming and shit. And then we started doing it, and somebody started beatboxing.
yeah.
And so it's like, even after you're gone. I was like, damn, this is like a whole bounce remix because, motherfuckers, you got to rap in jail. I was
Yeah.
G White. That was my rap.
That's what every white boy's name. Every gangster white boy is G White.
If you're not from the country and shit, if you're not like talking like this,
Dude.
if you're like from the city and shit, you're G White.
Let me tell you, that shit happens to all white boys if you G White. I went to jail.
I thought I was special.
The last time I went to jail, it was I got caught up bad. I was on heroin and shit, and I had pills in my room. My probation officer, I violated my probation, and I get brought to jail at like 7:30 in the morning, and I go in this cell. And they put me in a cell with bunks downstairs, which is great. You know what I'm saying? I got to fucking lay down.
Right.
So I lay down, but there was this dude at the phone, and he was just coming from upstate, like he was about to get out. You know what I mean? And he was like trying to use the phone, and there was a cat in there, and he was like, "Yo, this is how you use the phone." And the dude was like, "Back off me, bro. I'm not asking you all that." And he pissed off. He pissed him off. Yeah, he pissed him off.
Yeah.
I saw your face. He pissed him. You don't fucking
It
just talk to
turns into
somebody.
some shit, yeah.
It turns into some shit quick. So he fucking he backed off him for a second. Dude was on the phone, and as soon as he got off the phone, like dude knocked him out. He went pow, and his head hit the phone. You heard the ting, and I turned around, and you don't do anything. I just like turned around and went back to sleep.
You don't see nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But the dude who knocked him out, he saw me look. But and I just went back to sleep, you know what I mean? And later on that day, we all got processed into another cell, and he didn't get in trouble for the shit.
Really?
No.
Because
We
like
ain't gratting the dog.
They'll rebook you. Like if you're not upstate and you're in county, and you get in a fight, they take you out.
Oh yeah.
And they
It's a
rebook
charge.
you and charge you with a new crime that you have to start fighting, and shit. So don't like fight somebody and.
No, don't fight in jail. But
Then
the
when
thing
you're
is,
upstate in prison, that's different. It's like a behavior thing, but it's not. When
They-
you're in county, they'll charge you.
they didn't
Just a
fucking
little legal advice from Kev.
little jail time advice. Jail story.
Yeah.
Jail advice from Kevin Little.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bit.
Dude, and I got into this other cell, and he's like telling the story of knocking this dude out to the rest of the cell. And he looks at me, he's like, "Hey, G White, ain't I telling the truth?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you are, buddy. You're telling the truth."
Yeah, you are, buddy.
Yeah. I turned around and went right back to sleep on their ass.
Shit.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened while you were in jail? What jail were you in?
Man, it was called House of Detention the first time. HOD.
House
They
HOD.
It was so bad in there they tore it down. There was like mold and shit.
You were a kid, so wait, you were
I was
a
like
juvenile?
19. Yeah, no, I was 19.
Oh,
I was
yeah, you were
an
tried.
adult.
You were an adult.
So I had an orange band on. They have a band system, yellow, orange, and red.
Did you go to OPP at all?
Yeah, and it's a part of OPP was House of Detention.
Okay.
So like, I was up in the room with a bunch of red bands, and red bands were violent offenders.
Yeah.
And orange bands were non-violent felonies, which
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
So I don't know why those douchebags put me up there. I think the cops did that on purpose because I was being a dick, and so
Yeah.
they put me up there with a bunch of crazy people with like the fucking Jewel guy, and then the craziest thing I saw that like fucked me up, and I don't know, this is getting away from comedy stuff, but like
That's fine.
I saw
We're here to get to know you.
there's like a thing that where you like where everybody was going to get processed or they were going to get arraigned or
Yeah.
going to get arraigned in the courtroom, and we had to go under the courthouse, which is connected to the jail. And so everybody from different cell blocks and stuff are like lumped together in this one room. And like, you know, people aren't restrained that much. It's just like regular handcuffs. And like the guards kind of like leave you there. There's not enough guards. So one dude hops up without saying a word, hops up, grabs the fluorescent bulb tube,
Yeah.
and pops it on the ground and starts stabbing this one dude in the neck.
Oh.
Like real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that shit was fucked up. And then
Lesson 2: always find, as soon as you step into the cell, look for your weapon of opportunity.
no, here's the lesson too, is because fucking okay.
Protect
that shit
yourself.
happened, and the guards started questioning everybody,
Yeah.
like kind of taking them out to the
No,
side.
that's wild. You got to see
And I
motherfuckers
was like,
stabbed.
and I was like, yo, I didn't see a goddamn thing. That's
Right.
what the fuck your lesson is right there.
Right.
It's like I was right next to it, kind of, and so like they picked me first, and I was like, oh, I didn't see shit. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't see shit? You was right next to it. It's like, first of all, I don't have my contacts, my glasses.
Yeah.
So I really didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Second of all, I didn't see anything. And if I did see it, I definitely don't remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm the only white guy in here with
Yeah,
a bunch
you
of
got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You trying to get me stabbed? I
Right.
just saw this guy get stabbed. You think, fuck that shit.
Yeah. No, dude.
So that's why I don't like it when I see housewives
Dude, you see
start these
some-
fucking weed operations. I'm like, bitch, you gotta go through like neck stabbings. You know,
Yeah.
like me.
You,
Like,
you
gotta
see
get it out the
some
mud, bro.
shit in this like the jails here. You know what I'm
Some
saying? Like the,
bullshit. Yeah.
the area jails here, people live in them bitches for a long time, but you see some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this fucking one dude get stomped out. Like his head stomped into the cement, and you just hear like a human squealing like a pig. You know,
Hey,
it is the
yeah.
creepiest fucking thing at 8 in the morning. You understand? Like,
Yeah,
it
man.
is. Like, it is the creepiest
That shit
thing.
did happen at 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the most fucked up shit. But it gets you to this point where like, all right, I know I don't want to live here. You know,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah. Where I was like, yo, I gotta stop trapping. I gotta like.
Well, you get to this point where like, okay, if I'm gonna live this life, I got to become a murderer, or I
Oh,
have to.
yeah,
You have to cross that line. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? From being to losing all innocence, basically.
Yeah, and,
and-
that's another thing. That's why I didn't front anybody anything, because like,
Yeah.
if you young drug dealers out there, don't front anybody anything, even if it's your boy, because like the only option you have to get anything back is to be violent. That's it.
Yeah.
You have to
It's
resort
not
to
cool.
violence. So it's like that's what you're putting up on your end.
Or take a loss.
Or take a loss and be a bitch, and
Yeah.
like then you're gonna get
Which-
robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, don't front anybody anything ever.
Don't.
No. Unless you're willing to be violent.
So
That's
no
all.
snitching.
Yeah.
No snitching. That's why old boy
No
got
snitching
stomped
while
in.
in jail.
Yeah,
too,
that's the
like-
same reason why dude got stomped
Yeah.
in my cell, because he snitched on the dude. Like he
Yeah.
snitched on getting beat up by this other dude that dude that stomped him in beat him up the night before, and he
Yeah.
went and told on him. I was like, oh no, that's a bad move.
Nah.
Like he
Nah.
told on him in front of everybody. He didn't take a cop to the side or nothing. He just like went to the cop and pointed at him. And,
Not the move.
no. Dude immediately got up and whooped the shit out of him. Like, dude ran around. I'm eating breakfast. It's during breakfast. You hear me?
Yeah,
it was
it's during
earlier.
breakfast.
It was probably like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
For me, I'm doing breakfast, and dude starts running around my table. I get up and like, nah, bitch, go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having this around my table. That's exactly what the fuck I did. Dude got caught up around one of the
So-
poles
Oh yeah.
and got
Fuck,
head
yeah,
stomped in. That shit's crazy, bro. You see some weird shit, some crazy shit.
So okay. With that said, all right, that makes doing stand up a lot easier.
Yeah,
It does.
it kind of does.
It does. Like, what am I do? Bomb? Psh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not getting shanked. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right,
This is nothing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't
right.
shit. And so you have that mentality the whole time. And, like, it does help you out with many a thing.
It does.
And that's the thing is, like, I went to school and I got, like, good grades. I got a degree in economics. And then I had them felonies. So I
Yeah,
couldn't get a job. I wanted to do, like, finance. I wanted to do stocks and shit.
yeah,
Couldn't get a job. I can't get a job in a bank or anything like that with all these felonies. And like I'd
yeah.
gotten a second one.
I understand.
Yeah. So like I was like, boom, I want to try stand up comedy. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, I've been through all this bullshit. Let me go tell I always want to try telling
So
some
before we
jokes.
get into that
Let me
part,
try,
right? Before we get
you
into
know?
that, do you have any influences? Do you remember your first influence in stand-up comedy?
Yeah, it was definitely Eddie Murphy Raw.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah, because like I was eating mushrooms. I remember that shit. I was eating mushrooms, and then I was watching Eddie Murphy, and I was like, yo, and he was like turning into Bill Cosby and shit. I was like, yo, this is funny as fuck.
Yeah,
Because mushrooms make me laugh. I don't know about other people. That shit makes me laugh.
yeah.
And so I watched that, and I was like, bro, I want to try that shit. That shit's cool. So another influence I had was in philosophy class, right?
Okay.
I forgot the motherfuckers' names because I do have, smoked too much and everything, and it's been a while. But they had a group of people called the Absurdists.
Okay.
And, like, the Absurdists, the way they viewed life, like, philosophically.
These are kids in your school, or
No, these are, like famous philosophers,
okay,
right, that written treatises and shit about this shit.
okay,
And they say, like, the chaos and shit in the universe is so absurd. There's no meaning to it. The only thing you can do is try to find humor in it. And then, like, it's so absurd, it's funny.
yeah,
It's like God has a sense of humor type of shit.
definitely.
You know? You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yo, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense. Like, all right, so it's absurd.
No, it makes sense. Me and you were sitting right here on the show, on
I'm just
Pickles'
saying,
house.
like,
Yeah,
I'm saying, like,
God's got a sense of humor.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but what doesn't make sense is, like, all the fucked up shit that happens in the world.
Yeah,
And then I'm over here worried about charging my phone and shit. And
Yeah.
Like, and the shit is funny. You step back and look at it. And you feel
Definitely.
Like, yeah. And so that, and then, I always watched Chris Farley.
I love Chris Farley.
Yeah,
man.
Chris Farley. There's SNL guys growing up, Will Ferrell. And then Chappelle's show came out and knocked everything out the water
Yeah,
for me.
Chappelle's show was
Yeah,
the
that shit
shit.
was genius.
It was.
And it holds up to this day,
It really does.
So, yeah, that's it. I don't like to watch... there's a ton of comedians that influence me, but I don't like to watch stand-up specials anymore.
Really?
Because I be having I've got like a joke book of like half-written jokes, and these motherfuckers are telling my premises that I've written down without even it's like a new comedy special, but they're they're telling jokes about the same
Well,
shit.
yeah, I think that's the thing about
And they're
comedy.
like killing it, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about comedy. We can all tell the jokes about the same stuff, the same premises. It's your take on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I actually do continue to watch specials, because I don't want to have the same take as Andrew Schultz or one of these other big guys because we all will talk about the same shit, plus old shit. You know what I mean?
I feel you. That's the school of thought. Mine is I'm going to maintain my innocence by not, if it happens to step on somebody's feet, my bad, bro, but I'm not really watching you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but your jokes really don't. I've heard your jokes, and they don't step on toes.
I filter it through my personality character pretty well. So,
Yeah.
It's even if it's similar, like the cauliflower joke. I don't know if you heard the cauliflower shit, but there's a dude on TikTok with a viral cauliflower bit that's really similar to mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I messaged him. I was like, yo, we got a similar joke, and I'm gonna keep telling my cauliflower joke.
Did he I got something for that. Did he message you back?
Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm of the mind where jokes are jokes, and if you came up with it, just keep doing you.
Now-
I don't give a fuck. I'm like,
He
"You're a
probably
cool-ass
doesn't
dude."
get on stage either.
He was on stage.
He's on stage telling the joke.
Yeah, he's on stage. All of his content. He's an older dude. All of his content is, I forget his goddamn name,
is just stand up. All his TikToks are just him doing
Okay.
stand
Yeah, I
up.
mean that happens too. Like that shit happened to me with one of my jokes about outliving Jesus. It was
That one with somebody else.
yeah. I'm not gonna say her name, but I hit her up, and she never hit me back. And I basically told her the same thing. Like I posted my joke online before her and everything, and I was like, "Hey, I I've been saying this joke, and I don't really want to stop saying it. It's a good fucking joke,
I don't think you should.
you know." And I'm not.
Yeah.
Um,
Because like stand up comedy and like in the at the end of the day, I've got separated into a dichotomy.
I'll tell you, it was Rosebud Baker, who
Okay.
that's fuck it. I don't care. It was she said the same joke, and I hit her up, but she never hit me back. And I was like, basically, I was polite. I was like, yo, you being the veteran, what is the protocol? Basically, but she never hit me back. She was probably like, "Fuck it, I don't care. I'm not gonna take it down." But at the same time, I'm not gonna tell
You
him.
think she stole your shit?
No, she didn't steal it. You can't steal from somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? My
Well,
whole thing
Jamie
is
Kennedy stole my neighbor's joke word for word. You saw that shit?
no, I didn't see that.
Oh man, he's got a whole TikTok. He does the if you don't know, now you know neighbor, like everything. Like,
Oh,
he steals that shit. And like
how do you know he steals it? That's the thing.
how do I know?
I look at it
it's
as
because of the cadence. I know he stole it because he changed his cadence and he says the same exact shit I say. It's not like his own take on it. He stole that
but
shit.
did he really see you do it?
Somebody saw me do it because I never posted it. So it's got to be somebody.
But see, this is the way I think about it is these guys and these girls have been doing this a lot longer and they're the vets. So if I'm sitting there writing and we come up with a similar joke, that makes me feel like I'm in the right space. You know what I'm saying? In joke telling. And I feel like I'm in a professional realm of joke telling. If we're in the same realm of that joke and it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Yes. There's nothing we can really do about it.
Well, when I saw Jamie, that shit was suspect with Jamie Kennedy. I'm sorry. And when I saw that shit,
That's how I felt too.
nah, man, when I
What?
saw that shit, because it was like a longer bit, and that shit was like, he said the same shit as me, and so, like,
See,
then,
now I want to see it.
it was then, yeah, I'll show it to you. It was then that I was like, all right, I'm going to post my jokes. Because I was like, I don't want to post my
Yeah.
material. I want people to come to my comedy show and not have to see a joke they saw on TikTok or something.
Well, nowadays it's good to post some
No,
material.
you got to timestamp that shit. And,
'Cause-
like, yeah.
I mean, the internet already it timestamps it for you, kind
Yeah,
of.
exactly.
But it's good for something to be out there so people can see what you're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm on the verge of releasing one. I don't know if I want to, but I put one on my shit, and I want to use it just to get gigs from out of town. But at the same time, I kind of want to release it because I killed the set that I put on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's like it's private. It's under private mode, and I was gonna use it to get like gigs, like festivals and stuff like that. But at the
Just
same
use
time,
make it into tiny clips and just share the tiny clips and not the whole set.
okay,
Yeah, and then have the whole set there to privately submit it to festivals or whatever.
all right,
There you go.
yeah,
That's what I do. I do that. I don't go over a minute.
yeah,
I'm just like whatever. And what a lot of comedians do is when they do good crowd work and they get it on camera, they set up their little tripod or whatever. They get a nice bit of crowd work. That's what they post.
yeah. That's what I'm good at crowd work. I was thinking about starting to do that, but let's not get off track. Let's get back to you. Let's get back to you wanting to do comedy for the first time. So you can't get a job. You're a two-time felon at this point, and you're
Right.
like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do comedy." What's that look? What made you get to that point? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna get on stage for the first time.
Well, I always wanted to try it, and I just hit an open mic up and tried that shit. And
What open mic? You remember your first time getting on
it was
stage
Carrollton Station. I don't recommend that one.
for
I
first time?
No, definitely not. I guess maybe for the first time to get your like toes in there and realize how like terrible some of these people can be. You know what I'm saying? Like I dislike that. Like they banned me my second time.
Really?
Yeah, I went over by like 45 seconds on the stupid 3 minutes.
Yeah,
And I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, I'm not coming back here. I don't need to.
yeah.
And I didn't. I like your open mic. I think would be way better.
Oh, I love my.
started. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I had
another bar.
dude, I had such a crazy. You see the weirdest shit at my. Let me tell you something. Dude took his pants off on stage last night, and he had a fucking. This motherfucker had a speedo on, and I was like, "Put your pants on, bro." He was like, "I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I can't take my pants." No, you can't take your pants off. Thank God I didn't have to. Like, at least you had a speedo on. You know what I mean? Because I'd have had to drag you out of this fucking bar. Traumatizing the women and the white boys in front of the
All the Chads.
all the chads.
They got
and
traumatized.
but there was like women in there and stuff. Like it was a room full of people last night.
Yeah,
Like-
that Fred is popping. So
Yeah.
so yours is good. Another bar on Tuesdays. That's yours. The one.
Shout out to Another Bar. If you're in New Orleans, come to Another Bar every Tuesday night. I appreciate Another Bar. Also, shout out to Grimtown while we're doing that.
Shout out to Grimtown Studios.
We are sponsored by Grimtown Studios. Hell
Shout
yeah!
out, yeah.
And if you don't know, we are going to be covering Comedy Fest in New Orleans. Are you in the Comedy Fest at
Yeah,
Comedy
I am.
House?
I am. I need to plug that.
Plug it right now.
Which date am I? I don't know. Dang.
You'll be there. You're gonna we're gonna be covering.
But if you look up NOLA Comedy Fest, I'm in there.
Yeah.
You'll find Pickle. You'll find me. You can see the schedule.
I'll be hosting, but I'll be hosting the last day.
Okay.
I'm hosting the show, but the whole time putting the FU in funny. Me and Brandon's podcast, we're gonna be covering the whole thing. So you're gonna come do an interview with us.
Okay, cool. That's another
Before
podcast.
and
That's
after.
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah.
doing that. So it's gonna be putting the FU and funny is gonna be covering that. So make sure you check that out.
That's a fire podcast name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
dog.
you.
I was trying to start a podcast and come up with a name.
Rufford's a clever guy.
That's a
We had a
good
few
one,
ones and we had a few of them and we put it down to that.
That's a fire one. It doesn't exist already?
Nah.
No, that's good.
Nah.
That's good shit.
Uh,
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, come check out Comedy Fest this year, you guys, and the roast battles all August, you guys.
The roast battle, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got some shit for y'all. I'm on. All right. I'm not gonna talk about the roast fest. It's gonna be a great show.
It is gonna be a great
Yeah,
show.
no,
We ain't gonna
same
throw
thing.
something. Look, I
Yeah,
don't try to
no,
do
no,
that
no.
on here. We can save our roast
We
jokes.
saving them. We saving 'em.
Cause I'm gonna eat all y'all motherfuckers up. It's gonna be great.
Let's see. I'm gonna do what I can with my team.
This is your
I
first.
love my
This
team.
this
Yeah,
is your first
my
battle.
First roast battle show at Comedy House. Really, I've never done a roast battle show before at all.
How does that make you feel?
In my elements, you know what I'm saying? Because okay, so in not like the projects or anything, but kind of not the best neighborhood growing up in New Orleans, uptown. My self-defense mechanism, I'm not coordinated. It's purely sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
Somebody they say something, I say, "Whoa, your big old fucking,
Ribbon.
yeah,
Yeah.
Buttermilk Bill looking ass."
That's
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
culture in Louisiana,
Right.
New
So
Orleans.
being able to come back and clap back and just be able to joke, take a joke, and then say a joke.
Yeah.
Be like, you look like a Muppet, bitch. At a
You gotta
young
be able to
age.
hang,
Yeah, and that's what.
and you gotta have thick skin.
And that's what honed my skills, and was my main defense mechanism because I'm not a hard ass. I'm a
Yeah.
jokester. No way.
I was thinking about picking you during the thing too because I knew you had that little hood background. I was like,
Oh, you
he's
should.
got to been ribbing before this. You know what I mean? And that's why I like it. Yeah, that's what we call it. If you
Ribbing.
grown up, we would call it ribbing in New Orleans. We rib each other.
Hey, what the fuck is a roast?
Yeah.
I was like,
I ate some of that yesterday. Rose. That was delicious. Let's go rib.
Fuck. That's on fire.
So, so let's get back to. All right, you got on stage at Carrollton Station first.
yeah.
Did you do good?
Nah, I did okay. I didn't do
Would you
good.
call it a bomb?
No, but one of the bits I did was something that Aziz Ansari had already done, which had something to do with getting dick pics developed.
Okay.
I mean, it was a different joke, and he did it way better. But that was the concept. It was what if you're sending dick pics back in the G? You
Okay.
got to go to Walgreens and get them developed. What? They had some dude there.
Yeah.
And then what are you mailing them? Stamping.
Dude, I got a fucking camera with a bunch of pictures I got to get developed, and I am afraid of what's on this fucking thing.
Right?
I am.
Disposable
I'm
motherfuckers?
disposable. I am
That's a
afraid
risky
of.
biscuit, dude.
I've been having this thing for years. I am afraid of the pictures I took on this thing. I swear. It's not no dick pics, but I'm pretty sure there's a naked chick on there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You ever got to do pictures like that
What?
with a disposable
Oh yeah, the disposable shit. Yeah, that's fun. I did that like a few years ago.
with naked chicks? You ever got?
Nah, son.
No, you weren't
Nah,
that lucky.
nah. There was no naked chicks. There's dumb shit though.
How were you with women in school?
Terrible,
Terrible.
terrible, terrible. Didn't even have a girlfriend in high school. I
No?
was too busy. I was trapping.
I didn't have one either.
I was like, fuck these hoes. Like that's how you lose all your money.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean,
it's
I was
like-
trying. I didn't have one.
I tried, but like yeah, like the chick I took to prom was about shit, and I was like, what?
You got to go to prom?
No, I got locked out. I was
Why'd
late.
you-
I was late. They had like this like
What?
real strict shit where you're like 10 minutes late, you can't go in. I'm like, bitch.
What high school is this?
That was Lusher.
That's where you went, Lusher?
That was the second. The first half I went to Ben Franklin. Then Katrina hit my sophomore year, and then I went to Lusher because Ben Franklin was all flooded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks that you didn't go. You got to go to the prom, but you didn't get to go. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
That's
and
a
then
horrible.
In college, I hit my stride a little bit, and then I had a girlfriend. I don't do that. I had a long-term girlfriend in college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
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 Yeah.
Ugh.
I didn't have a girlfriend in college. I had heroin. It was.
Oh no. Yeah.
She was a great girlfriend.
Yeah. That's that boyfriend.
I had it the boyfriend. I had it. I did. I liked cocaine before that though. That was.
I never liked cocaine. Ha ha ha.
You never liked cocaine?
Maybe if I tried some good cocaine, I'd like it.
What was your drug of choice besides weed?
Fucking perks.
Perks.
You know what I'm saying? Perks. You know? Fucking Xanax, I guess. I liked mushrooms a lot, too.
Okay.
You know, I dabbled. I got a little heavy into opiates, and it wasn't fun.
No, they're not. If you get too heavy into that shit, that heroin almost
Not
took
fucking with
everything.
that shit.
Heroin almost took everything from me, bro.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I
look,
don't recommend it. I don't recommend even smoking. I don't even recommend smoking weed when you're young, like I did, like at all.
Yeah.
Like don't do that shit, bro. Read
Yeah.
books.
read books.
Like go fucking practice. Go like talk to a girl like a normal person, not like you listen to Hot Boys records all the time and you're like 15 and I'm just like, bitch, what you got for me?
Yeah.
Like that's what I was like. I was like Birdman and shit. I was like, no, bitch, I'm not spending my money on you.
Doing the pigeon call to
Like,
chicks
yeah.
on the street.
Yeah, just like, oh, say red shirt. Say,
Say reds.
exactly. Exactly. Say purple shirt. What's ham? What's up with the yeah? I'm like 14. I look like Andy Milonakis. You got to see these pictures of me, dude. I look like I had like the Hot Topic shit. I had the chain on with the lock.
No, you
I
didn't.
had like a goth thing going. Oh yeah. You know,
Did you wear
I
JNCOs?
like System of a Down, fucking right. I had
Yeah.
JNCOs. I had. Yeah, I was fucking right. I was skateboarding. My fat ass.
You was skateboarding?
But I wasn't good though. But I love that.
I
shit.
tried. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. So, how long have you been doing comedy now?
Shit. 2015, I popped my cherry. 2016, I really started doing it. Like I
Okay.
started going to mics. 2015, I did it that once. And
So
then
about
2016,
Almost 7 years, you think?
yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. What was the? Do you remember the worst bomb you ever had?
The one that sticks out to me was fucking because it was a real show.
'Cause that's the ones we remember.
Yeah, it wasn't no open mic because I bombed like a hi-ho open mic during COVID. Like I don't know what happened. Like it was like outside show and like I just started rambling nonsense to the point like where somebody texted my roommate. It's like, yo, is your boy all right? Because he didn't make any sense. So like, like
Do you remember what show? Because we
it was what's her name? Catchy's show like outside.
Catchy.
Yeah, it was like one of her.
Oh,
it
the
was-
Sunday show
yeah,
at
it was
Hi
the
Ho.
Sunday show
All
before
right,
they
that was a good show, man.
Yeah, before Shep and they like brought it inside and made it big and shit. Her shit, I don't know what I said. I like kind of blacked out a little bit, I guess, or browned out, and like it wasn't popping. So, but like the worst bomb was I did a show with Mario P. and at Cafe Istanbul,
Okay,
and
was that recently?
this was like 6 months before COVID.
Okay,
And and I got paid. I was excited, but I got there early, and I had a bunch of this like real good weed and shit, and everybody there, like Shervy is there, Brady shows up, Nonsense shows up, P-Town Mo shows up, Mario's there. Everybody's smoking. My job was to roll blunts. Like when Mario was like setting shit up, he was like, roll up these 2 cigars. I was like, bet. Had some weed. So like it
Yeah.
was a real big smoke session,
Yeah.
right? I'm fucking around talking to people and shit, smoking. And then all of a sudden, Mario comes up to me. He's like, "You ordered 5 minutes." I'm like, "Whoa, son, for real?" And like I started looking through my notes and shit. And then like Brady starts making fun of me. He's like, "Your eyes are redder than your shirt." And I had the red shirt on and shit. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And so I went out there and like the lights hit me like I was going through warp drive on fucking Star Trek, like juice, 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 going past me and shit. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And like my voice is slow to me and shit. And I'm like, I blanked completely,
Ugh.
complete blankage. And like I started saying some of the part of the opening joke, and then I just forgot that shit. And I tried to go, and I like just went to kind of like the middle end joke, which was supposed to have a callback. So I was like, oh fuck, I fucked that up.
Yeah.
So I did the reverse callback and did the original joke first, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" and it was bad, and
Yeah.
like I walked like it was so bad that like I walked off stage. And
You
everybody,
bombed at Istanbul. That had to have been a fucking big room of people.
it was, man. It was at least 100 something people, and like
Yeah,
that was
that's
part of it. That was part of
That's
it. Though.
memorable.
And like get off stage, and everybody's like, "God damn, Kev." You should try writing a fucking joke. You know, you're a comedian.
Mario looking at you like,
Yeah,
bitch.
what the fuck? And like,
You supposed to be our token white boy.
P-Town Mo is like, where y'all found this motherfucking white boy at? He's like, man, where you found this motherfucker at the circus? Old big titty ass. And like, he starts getting with the ribbon. And then like, back then I'm like, I'm back alive. I'm clapping back. I'm like, what's up, P-Town Mojo? Bald, shiny face ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, twinkling, glistening, shining on these motherfuckers. You know, I was saying funny stuff again.
Yeah.
But, like, not in front of the crowd.
It was too late.
It was too much.
Too late. Look, bro, I had experience. I went to Michigan recently, right? In the Punchline, I got to open for Billy Sorrell.
Okay.
Just a guest spot. You know what I mean?
That's cool, though.
And you got to be coming with some real shit in Detroit, bro, to keep
Yeah.
attention, because they won't laugh at you. They'll stare at you and make you sweat. But I'm getting laughs and stuff. But I did one joke that usually gets laughs, and it's like one of my most worked jokes, and they weren't feeling it. And I was like, okay, so I rapped. I said, fuck it. I
Went
rapped.
full Slim Shady on
I
him.
went full, dude. I got a fucking. Well, I do. I got a joke after I rap. I go, my baby mom was from Michigan. I'm like the Eminem and Kiminem of comedy, and I go into jokes. Man, I got jokes for the rap.
Right.
Yeah. Then Billy Sorrell gets on stage, and he's like, "That motherfucker Pickle, huh, y'all?" And they start giggling. He goes, "That fucking rapping was a cry for help." And then, dude, they start crash wave laughing at it. I start laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do, bro. Especially as a headliner, you're supposed to pick apart what happens in the room that night.
Yeah. I mean,
But it did, like, he's going in, and then people in the crowd look back and they're like, "You did good. Fuck him." I'm like, whatever. Thank y'all. I had a good time. I told Billy I'd pray for him. He was like, "Thank you. I need it." I was like, he was trying to. I think he was trying to get it. I think he really got upset because somebody from New Orleans. He said something like, "I would rather see like people from Detroit do it." You know what I'm saying? And dude from Detroit got up and showed me how to rock a room from Detroit in the Punchline after that, dog. Like, this dude, Mo Pounds, man. Shout out to you out there, bro.
Mo Pounds.
Mo Pounds.
I like that name.
Dog, he's a fire. He was funny. Like, he went up there and he was great. It was great to watch. Like, he just started ribbing the shit out of Detroit. And I was like, okay, I got something for y'all. Watch when I hit this fucking stage again. Like, they like stuff about them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I get that.
Well, Detroit is notoriously hard.
Yeah.
It's like,
you
Chappelle
could-
went to Detroit and bombed, and has the story about that on one of
Dude,
his things.
I went to the first time I went to Michigan, I went to the hardest room in there, which I would say is 90s. Shout out to 90s and T-Barb. What's happening, my friend? I don't think she does 90s anymore, but it's like the most hood room in there. You know what I mean? Like I go somewhere, I'm like, bring me to the most hood room. Like this area was so hood. That was a good one, bro. This room was so hood. Like my girl was like, I can't tell my parents I'm bringing you to this area of Michigan, and I was like, so what? Let's fucking go. She's like, bitch, we gonna be robbed. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, we're not. Bro. I'm gonna be funny. Take it easy, you know. And I went in that room and I wrecked shop. Like they tried to sandwich me in between two killers, and I still fucking did my thing, you know. So I mean,
Nice.
I've done good. I've done good in Detroit a little bit. Yeah, they will give you trouble if you're not seasoned.
It's an
If you're not
aggressive
funny,
It's an aggressive audience, I heard.
yeah. If you're not funny, they will fucking eat you alive, dog. You know, and from like doing shows down here in like Kermit's and
Kermit's
just
was rough.
other places. Kermit's was great for me. You know what I mean? Just being able.
I didn't do good at no Kermit's.
Why
I didn't do good at the smoke shop either. And there was good names on that. Was a big show. That was like that was Mark Caesar, Rob Kazi, Mario P, like all the Instagram motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I did okay. Like
Rob killed the show the other night.
he did at the
yeah, you were there.
yeah,
Mark
and Marcus
Caesars.
Marcus's Mark
Marcus
Caesar
Bonds.
shit. That shit was great.
Yeah.
He's been working on the. He does. I was talking to him after. He said he's been working on his stand up shit a lot, like
Yeah.
on the slick. And he's like, I gotta go practice it before, because I don't know. He said he's got something coming up. He said he couldn't tell me what it was, but he's got stuff cooking. So which is great, you know.
Man, it's good to have stuff cooking.
I like him because he responds to me and like, you know, gives me advice and shit.
But yeah, but I like our rooms down here too because it gets us ready for outside places.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, dog. If I didn't have our rooms like that, like Kermit's and Tiggs and those types of rooms, like going to those rooms in other states would be rough.
Yeah.
It would be fucking rough. You know?
Dude, I mean, I feel like New Orleans is a good place to like learn comedy. You don't have to pay for like I heard you had to pay for like open mics
In
other
LA and
places
shit? Yeah, that's
like,
whack.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Y'all better pay your boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Y'all better learn how to get a deal with the fucking venue.
So
Yeah,
what
money.
you want to hear the my inspirational elevator speech about comedy, about why I like doing comedy?
Let's do it. Let's hear it.
You want to hear that shit? All right. So I find it to be the most difficult and oldest and purest art form.
Yeah.
Pretty much storytelling.
Okay. Yeah.
But you got to go in front of a room of like 1,000, 2,000 people, maybe 20 people, and in front of them and just talk for an hour and have them wildly entertained.
Yeah.
One of them, like, you know, what you're going for is have them be one of the most entertained nights of their life. That's what you want, right? And to do that is incredibly difficult. And you have to do some sort of monologue, some sort of story, some sort of blending of shit. I don't know how you keep their attention. I'm watching this as a kid. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is wildly difficult, right? And then I like rap music, and I'm like, it's low budget, bro. It's low budget as far as putting on a show. All you need is one mic.
Yeah.
Like Nas is like, all I need is one mic. No, bitch, you needed somebody to clear that Michael Jackson sample. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you needed a producer, you needed a studio, you needed all this shit. You needed distribution of your actual physical tapes and CDs. Like, no, all I need is one mic and I can rock a room. And nobody can take that shit away from me.
Yeah.
I'm a beast at that shit sometimes. And so like
Sometimes.
you know, I'm saying I'm getting better. And you know, that's why I love it. And it's like golf. It's like a sport that you can get old and you only get better.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So people need to take their time and get better at comedy before they like try to start making all this money off of it and shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking get good at it. And
Become funny.
that's my approach. And get good at doing stand up and get good at writing and get good at maybe, you know, like I've been learning how to edit videos, like making the skits.
Yeah.
Maybe write a screenplay, like whatever you want to do and like that's it's like the backbone of all that shit, of all forms of entertainment.
Yeah.
Is stand-up comedy. If you can do that, you can do any type. You can do any acting. You can do anything. If you can hold down a fucking room of people with just you talking
Yeah.
live.
I
There
think
you go. That's the love story.
love story from Kevin Little.
Yeah.
I agree, man. There's a lot of people want to make it fast. See, we live in that microwave
Fucking
society
right.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And people they wonder why, like they want that shit quick, and they feel like that they should be there after a couple of years, and it's like, nah, man, you get this over time. Like Eddie, there's a old time comic named Eddie Cantor, and he said it takes 20 years of overnights to become overnight success.
Well, I thought I've heard that with 10 years, and I've heard the rule of thumb is like with stand-up, you don't get your voice until you're 10 years in. Like you don't
Right.
get your style solidified for real. Until
But
10
it's
years
not
in
even
of
just 10
grinding.
years. It's like 10,000. They say
10 years of
10,000
grinding.
hours.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So
I've
it
heard
doesn't
that.
even have. It's just grinding every night, and that's what the most
Yeah.
important thing is: getting on that fucking stage.
Yeah.
Even if you're not having a good night, just get the fuck up there.
That's hard, bro.
And yeah, Monday.
That's so hard.
Monday I came to that fucking open mic at New York Pizza,
Shit,
and
yeah.
I didn't want to go that night. I wanted to lay in bed all night,
Me
like
neither.
fuck it. I feel fucking lazy, but I got my lazy ass up, and I went, and I had a good time. You know, I had a good time, and then I got to go to the show after.
The other show after was
Yeah.
good. It was a great show.
It was
and
great.
A lot of those people who were in that show don't realize how fucking lucky they were to see
Yeah,
fucking Taj and Rob Kazi and Mark
that was
Caesar
a great
back to
fucking
back
show.
to back.
And
Taj-
and
Taj-
Marcus.
And Marcus, yeah. But dude, Taj blew me out the water that night.
Yeah.
Taj is amazing. Go look up Taj Washington.
Yeah,
It's the truth.
come. Taj is actually headlining my show. You can come see my show July 31st. You guys, July 31st at a Biera Bar on the West Bank. If you're in New Orleans, come check that out. It's $10 at the door. Taj Washington will be headlining, and I got a great lineup. You guys, come to that. Also, make sure you're checking out Comedy Fest and look out for us covering that this month.
Yeah, Comedy Fest, and we got the roast battle.
Roast battle.
I've got the all white party thing.
And plug your stuff one more time for me.
Yeah, I've got on September 2nd in Picayune, Mississippi. We got the all white party. Just look at my Instagram or my TikTok. You'll get the info on that. That's the real Kevin Little, all spelled regular. The real Kevin Little. And we got the Comedy House. NOLA we got the roast battle on Thursdays and Sundays in August, all throughout August. It's going to be epic. And that's some real legendary stuff, having these New Orleans comics just roast each other to bits.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And we got the NOLA Comedy Fest, celebrating like the anniversary of the NOLA Comedy House. And we got Pickles Show.
Follow me, Pickles House. You guys, Pickle House 504 Instagram. Like and subscribe to this if you liked what you saw today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That means everything to us over here at Pickles House, man. Thank y'all for tuning in today. It's been real time with Kevin Little.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in today, my brother. It was fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, man. We're going to get you in here again one day.
Fireplace, boy, that furnace, that crusher.
Yeah, we got that fireplace in 100-degree weather outside.
Yeah,
That's how we do it.
That's how we get
Pickles
down to
House.
this.
Y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in.
Yo,
Bye.
that was fun, dude. That was good. I feel like we nailed it.